Ich grüße euch also wieder herzlich willkommen. Heute machen wir zusammen eine Reaktion auf TheTerminator, nämlich zur Mod Anno Domini 1051 AD. Das ist eine Kampagne, die Medieval 3 schon sehr nahe kommt. Auch von der Zeit her. Ja, wir sind hier bei 1051. Ich habe mal nachgeguckt, das Original Medieval 2, das fängt 1080 an. Und das Ganze hier basiert auf der Age of Charlemagne DLC-Kampagne von Total War Attila. Und ich würde sagen, wir schauen mal rein.
So about a year ago now, I made a video for what is arguably one of the most exciting new medieval mods in Total War, being developed by the Anno Domini team, who are very well known for super impressive mods across Thrones of Britannia, Attila, and Mountain Blade Bannerlord. Anno Domini 1051 AD is a full overhaul of the Age of Charlemagne campaign for Attila that I guarantee.
Ja, hier sehen wir die Kampagnenkarte. Das Mod-Team, das ist übrigens auch schon für andere Mods bekannt. Das hat er ja gerade vorgelesen. Und da haben die auch schon sehr gute Arbeit gemacht. Hier jetzt, was ich jetzt hier schade finde, dass man eben halt die Karte nicht erweitert hat. Ja, also wir sind hier drüben bei Ungarn. Da ist dann leider auch die Grenze hier und bei den Tschechen. Und ja, ansonsten sieht das aber bis hierher schon sehr gut aus.
Guarantee when it releases you need to try next. In the years since I last covered it, the development has come a long way, and the modders have kindly given me access to the campaign to give you a preview of what's to come, including the available factions, the unit visuals, the overhauled mechanics, and of course the new battle maps that just look so impressive. In this initial release of the campaign, Anno Domini 1051 is going to come with 8 very replayable and polished factions.
So, jetzt bekommen wir die Fraktion zu sehen. Dann haben wir das Deutsche Reich, Königreich Leon. Ich lasse ihn mal vorlesen.
The German Empire, the Kingdom of Leon, Kingdom of Hungary, Emirate of Seville, Kingdom of Norway, County of Apulia, Duchy of Normandy, and the Kingdom of England.
Irgendwie sah Ungarn jetzt am größten und am einfachsten aus.
Each with their own unique set of circumstances, allies and enemies, unit rosters, faction leaders, as well as you can see here, generals, family trees, faction traits. It's just going to be a very interesting set of factions to start us off. Now, looking over at the campaign overview, you can see the replayability I'm talking about here, the variety of factions that you can come up against with and war against, ally, and it's just so interesting. Some really nice set of circumstances here. Over in Britain, you can play as the Duchy of Normandy, expand out a little bit in mainland Europe, just enough so that in 1066 you can invade Britain and form the Kingdom of England with William. Or on the other hand, you can play as the Kingdom of England here, a united Wessex, Mercia, and Northumbria, fend off the Normans and expand out into Britain and take over the entire British Isles, right? Or you could play as the Kingdom of Norway. You could expand.
Ja, Norwegen würde mich jetzt nicht reizen, weil ja, ihr seht es selber, ne? Es ist halt ziemlich abgeschnitten. Und oben, ja, es fehlt halt im Norden was, ne? Ganz klar.
Out a little bit here into Jutland and Saxony here, or invade Britain over the North Sea and create that kind of Viking nation invasion experience.
Ja gut, okay, das kann man natürlich machen, nach England segeln. Hat man ja gerne gemacht. Das Problem ist, die Briten werden hier, glaube ich, etwas stärker sein. Da müsste man mit Norwegen erstmal expandieren.
Over in Spain, you've got 2 of our playable factions as well. You could lead the Emirate of Seville in the kind of like invasion of Christendom with other Islamic nations here.
Das ist auch ein sehr bekanntes und spannendes Szenario hier mit den muslimischen Völkern, ja, diese hier zurückzuschlagen. Finde ich immer wieder auch sehr interessant. Ich fand es auch bei Medieval 2 mit den Mauren sehr interessant, ja, und die hatten später im Endgame hatten die so eine Kamelschützen. Also mit Pulverwaffen. Die fand ich sehr gut.
As allies to try and push these guys back and get further and further into Europe, or on the other hand, of course, the Kingdom of Leon to stop this Islamic invasion and pretty much do a kind of early reconquista of Spain. You've also got some really interesting set of circumstances in Italy as well. You've got a variety, of course, of Italian states in the north. You've got a very large papal state stretching from Ravenna all the way down.
Oh, Italien halt, ne? sehr viele verschiedene Fraktionen, wie man es kennt.
To Benevento, and if you decide to play as the County of Apulia, not only are you going to face these smaller Italian states in Capua and Taranto, a larger papal states, but also the Emirate of Sicily, which is invading Italy through the south and is very poised to attack you as well.
Ja, ich finde es extrem schade, dass da die Karte endet. Ich hoffe, sie patchen da nochmal nach und ja, das ist ja inzwischen möglich, ja, dass man die Karte erweitert. Weil Ungarn ist jetzt leider ziemlich abgeschnitten so. Und so ist Ungarn halt auch ziemlich einfach. Ne? Also, da hast du ja halt, na gut, im Ernstfall hast du dann 3 Fronten, aber mit 3 Fronten, mit 3 Fraktionen wirst du dann niemals gleichzeitig Krieg haben. Also das kann ich mir nicht vorstellen. Also Ungarn sieht ja wirklich am einfachsten aus jetzt, ne, von den ganzen spielbaren Fraktionen, also zumindest geografisch.
And finally, you've got the German Empire, which could start off with some really interesting allies in Bavaria and Swabia and Lorraine. You've got enemies as well with the Saxons to the north, and you start off with a settlement in Milan in Italy as well. So some interesting potential expansion options in Italy, and the Kingdom of Hungary, which starts in a really easy position. Lots of settlements in the corner of the campaign map. You could
Ja, jetzt hat er mich quasi bestätigt.
invade Croatia, the Germans here, you could invade the Bohemians and the Duchy of Bavaria. So lots of interesting expansion options with the Hungarians as well. And of course, you've got overhauled mechanics that are balanced, which is really, really nice to see. You've got a family tree that has a really nice, unique set of portraits. It's very extensive and detailed as well. That's a really nice immersive touch to the faction that you're leading. You've
Ja, ich fand die Porträts jetzt auch sehr hübsch. Also da habe ich schon schlechtere gesehen.
got the tech tree, which is completely overhauled compared to base game Age of Charlemagne. Lots of really good techs that have been redone, new effects, new buildings, new units that you unlock. So some really good stuff from this side as well. And of course, it comes hand in hand with a new overhauled building tree system as well. So the portraits haven't been quite updated just yet. I'm sure that's going to happen in a future update, but all of the effects, all of the unit unlocks, all the opportunities for economy building in your new faction here is all well done, well designed, and really well balanced. So essentially, guys, everything here is ready to go. The campaign is done. I haven't experienced any crash or bug issues myself at the moment so far, and that gives me a really good indication in terms of the polish that this campaign is launching with, and I think you guys are going to really, really enjoy it. And I haven't even touched on the most impressive.
Ja, wie ist denn so euer Eindruck bisher? Also ich finde, das sieht alles sehr, sehr stimmig aus und so ähnlich könnte ich mir auch ein Medieval 3 vorstellen. Nur eben halt mit mehr Mechaniken für die Fraktion, ja. Gerade hier im Heiligen Römischen Reich mit den ganzen Kurfürsten. Da muss auf jeden Fall mehr gehen.
Aspect of this mod, which is what the Anno Domini team are known for: the unit visuals, the unit rosters, and the new battle maps that they're adding into this mod. So let's have a look at those next. When I first saw the siege battle maps that they were working on through videos and screenshots, I was blown away. I thought there were some really
Das sieht wirklich auch sehr, sehr gut aus.
great detail here, but now that I have a personal physical access to these maps, I'm even more impressed by what I see here. Whether it's the medieval walls, the arrow towers, the new building models for houses, for barracks, for farms, there is a lot here that's gone into the thought and design process of the battle maps themselves, as well as the buildings. The immersion factor here is really, really well done. And I mean, at the moment, I only see one problem, which is these arrow towers on the outside of the walls, because the siege equipment can't quite actually, they go right on top of them, so it doesn't quite work. But it's
Ja, das sind so kleine Schönheitsfehler.
still really, really impressively done, and it's gonna get more polished, and there's gonna be more variety as well. These are the first siege battle maps for the French and Germanic settlements, but we're gonna get maps just like this for all the Britannic, the Eastern European, the Scandinavian, the Italian, and the Spanish settlements as well. So some really, really exciting stuff here. This is just the first iteration of what the siege maps are going to look like. There's going to be a lot more, dozens more, hopefully, for all the other cultures and factions as well. I also found it really surprising that they're working on
So eine einfachen grünen Maps, die wünsche ich mir sehr oft auch in Total War Warhammer 3 im Imperium, ja, weil in Total War Warhammer bekommen wir nur wieder diese gefertigten Maps. Und da fehlt mir einfach so die Abwechslung, ja. Also mir fehlen so diese Random Maps, ja. Hier, so wie hier jetzt eben, einfach nur so eine Ebene mit ein paar Wäldern und ein paar Feldern. Das würde ich mir in Total War Warhammer 3 im Imperium auch wünschen.
New land battle maps like this one, which is going to be again across all the Germanic and French lands as well, and just means you're kind of like you're not getting into that same kind of repetitive land battle you just played. There's going to be a lot more variety, and it's going to add a lot more of a breath of fresh air to the types of land battles you play. And this all looks good too. I mean, the new vegetation, the new patches of forest, the farm buildings, everything here looks really good as well. And then, of course, finally, we have the custom-built unit rosters for every faction and their unit visuals, which is just incredibly impressive. This isn't just for the playable factions, this is for every faction in this mod. Everything is custom-built, uniquely made, from equipment to faces and the variety of horses. It's just so well done, and
Oh, jetzt wird's aber leggy.
I rarely see mods that go into this much detail, that put this much passion and effort into the variety of units and the visual variety of the individuals in these units. But the Anno Domini team consistently delivers in their mods, not just on Age of Charlemagne, but on Attila, on Thrones of Britannia, on Bannerlord as well. They do such impressive work, and every time I check it out, I am simply blown away. From
Ja, also ich muss auch sagen, die Einheiten hier, die sehen auch alle sehr gut aus, so wie man sich das eben auch in einem Medieval wünscht. Und bin dann gespannt, ob da noch irgendwie ein Update hinterherkommt.
a balancing point of view, there's still some work to be done for morale. I often find that units break really quickly, which is not great right now. There's a lot of work to be done, I think, from a balancing perspective in this early version of the mod, but everything.
Okay, also im Kampfsystem gibt es noch viel zu verbessern. Ja.
Else is really cool. It's really well done. The visuals are really impressive, and I think when you get access to it and you try out the battles, you see the battle maps, you see the visuals for yourself, and hopefully by then
das muss ich auch loben, was man hier aus der Grafik noch herausgeholt hat. Vor allen Dingen ist das ja auch immer ein bisschen kritisch in Attila. Ja, ihr wisst sicherlich, dass Attila Attila hat halt die schlechteste Performance von allen Total War Spielen. Ja, also das ist, also jetzt mit den heutigen PCs geht das, ne? Da wird es langsam besser, aber damals, als das released wurde, da hat es ja fast bei jedem geleckt, ja. Das war so wie Total War Warhammer 3 Release, ne? Oder sogar noch schlimmer.
balancing has been redone and polished as well. I think you're going to really enjoy this mod. And that's it for today, guys. I wanted to cover a bit of a preview to 1051 AD that's releasing really soon, hopefully with the campaign fully finished, polished, all the overhauls done and balanced, essentially, all the playable factions here and ready to go. And the battle maps are getting in there as well. The unit rosters are getting finished up as well. I think there's a really good chance that the mod is going to be releasing really soon. So when that happens, obviously, I'll be making a new video. We can dive even deeper into everything that this mod does on the campaign and for Age of Charlemagne. So yeah.
Also die Mod ist noch nicht released worden, ja, die kommt erst noch.
That's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like and drop any thoughts or questions in the comments section below. I'd love to hear what you think about what you see in 1051 AD so far, whether you're going to try it. Let me know in the comments section below. Anno Domini also have a Discord server, so if you want to join the Discord, I've dropped a link in the video description below. You can go in there, check out the latest news around their mods, their other mods as well, and speak to the modders and like-minded players. Subscribe for more Total War content, gameplay, and news just like this. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.
So, ja, fand ich auf jeden Fall sehr interessant. Und er bekommt von mir natürlich ein Like. Den Link zum Video, den werde ich auch in die Beschreibung hier unter meinem Video packen. Damit wären wir am Ende. Ich will jetzt ein Medieval 3 spielen, ja. Ach man, CA. Ja, und dann sehen wir uns wieder im nächsten Video oder im Livestream.